Good morning, everyone. It's Stephen Whiteside here from theuptrend.com with your morning market outlook for Thursday, July 9th, 2026. So far, things are fairly quiet on Thursday morning. We do have the NASDAQ leading the futures higher, up just under 0.5% on the morning. In the world of commodities, things are fairly quiet this morning. We do have crude oil up slightly, and gold and silver are trading higher this morning, but by a very small percentage, so nobody's going to really notice, but at least it's going to take some of the pressure off the downside. We have jobless claims coming out at 8:30, then U.S. housing numbers coming out later in the morning. Those numbers could certainly help change the direction of the market. Now, just some numbers to watch. Yesterday, we had a lot of downward pressure in the tech sector at the open, and we got a complete reversal in the middle of the day and ended the day higher. So that was a bullish reversal day, and we'll be keeping an eye on that, see if the low from yesterday holds going forward. You can see on the NASDAQ composite here, we tried to find support at the 25,000 level a couple of times. So it'll be a major event if we break down below that. And then, of course, in June, we tried to break out above this level and have not done it yet. So we'll be looking to see if the pattern of lower highs changes over the next few days. Then looking at the NASDAQ 100 index itself, you can see that 28,125, that was support back in June, and we'll be looking to see if that holds going forward. Now, the S&P 500 has been trading around 7,500 or 750 on the ETF, and so it's in a neutral position at the moment. Then looking at the Dow itself, we've moved two lines up from the 50,000 level and stopped. And if we break out above this level, then you can look two lines up, and that would give us our new playing field. Looking at the Dow Transports, you can see that we've got into a range back in April, and we've been trading between down at the bottom there at 20,000 up to 22,500, and we're looking to see if we break out of that range. We've had a couple of negative days. We've generated a sell signal on the ETF, but we're not really moving anywhere at the moment. Looking at semiconductors, and I'm back to an ETF on the SMH to make it easy. 562.50, that's our level of support. We're hoping that does not break if you're bullish. If that breaks, then you can look two lines down, and that would be the next areas that we would be heading towards. Then looking at the XAU, you can see that we are starting to break down below the 312.50 level, still trying to find support at 300. If $300 starts to break, then 281.25 is our next target to the downside. Then looking at the TSX composite trading right along a price target here. Looking at the TSX 60, similar situation. If we look back on the TSX 60, if we go back here to April, you can see that we ran up to 2,000 and stopped. And then once we broke through 2,000, it started to act as support. So it'll be quite a tell if we start breaking down below 2,000 going forward. Otherwise, 21.25 is our next target to the upside if we want to keep going from here. Moving on to the world of commodities, and yesterday was an interesting day when you look at the performance report. The Canadian market actually bookended the performance report. The top performing sector yesterday was the Canadian energy sector. The worst performing sector in our world was the Canadian gold sector, breaking down below the previous low. That put a damper on the Canadian market yesterday. So there's U.S. energy stocks also moving up yesterday as well. A lot of buy signals. We had crude oil move higher, gasoline continued to move higher, and of course, natural gas still stuck in its own way. Looking at the metals yesterday, we had copper down. Copper miners broke down below the recent low. We've got gold rolling over. It's back on a sell signal. We've got gold stocks on sell signals right now. Silver moved down yesterday. Silver miners broke down below the recent lows, so that is a bearish sign for the silver miners. Looking at the VIX, did trade through the upper channel line yesterday, but came down well below it. So no change in trend there. We ran up to the 1875 level, tagged it, and moved back down. And so we still have the VIX ETFs are still on sell signals. No change in trend coming into Thursday's trading action. Bonds continue to move lower on Wednesday. Bond yields continue to move higher. That may not be good for the stock market going forward. Looking at some tech giants, we had two major buy signals yesterday, both Broadcom in New York and in Toronto, And NVIDIA in New York and Toronto both generated buy signals yesterday. We've got NVIDIA to trade up over 200 yesterday, up to the bottom of an open gap from a couple of weeks ago. We'll have to see how the market deals with that gap. Otherwise, lots of resistance up there at $212.50. Akamai is another stock that popped yesterday, is back on a buy signal. Apple has moved up to the previous high, so we had a really fast move up here and then we stalled. We're stuck here around the 312.50 level. On Tuesday, we had a bearish reversal day for Apple, so that high is still in play. If we take out Tuesday's high, then that bearish reversal signal, is out of play. But right now it's still in play, marking a potential top for Apple. And we're coming into Thursday. Apple traded higher yesterday. Again, did not take out Tuesday's high just yet. If we look at the weekly chart, you can see 312.50 is our current weekly target. If we break out above that, then $343.75 is our next target to the upside. Okay, folks, that is all for Thursday morning. Wednesday turned out to be a mixed day. There was quite a recovery in the tech sector, but not necessarily the rest of the market. And so we'll keep an eye on that and see if there's any follow through to the upside for the whole market on Thursday. Otherwise, so far, it looks like we're going to have a mixed open. Have a great day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Friday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.